I got down there, put the signs up, and had to do aerials, but it was raining.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it quit raining for a few minutes. So I got drone out, got it all ready to go. And yeah, it started raining again. So I stuck it just beside the back of the truck, sat and had a smoke, rain quit again. I finally got it up and had some pictures. They're just lots, eh? They weren't
Mhm.
1 acre lots. That's all it was today. So,
Oh. Yes, we are live now.
hey, we're live from Port Huron, Michigan. It's Paul Murray and Brett.
Hey.
Hey, there you go. Hey, who goes
Fantastic is first.
It's
I couldn't paste the link fast enough.
Edward, good evening. And Russell, second. Okay, where is he? I don't see AZ someplace. I don't know. Anybody see AZ? I can't
Not
find him.
yet. I'm sure he'll pop in there anytime now.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. Is it raining there right now, Paul?
No, but it's supposed to. We're supposed to get some rain.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Jim Jackson's working too. Well,
Hey. Well, that's good. Hi, Tim. Edward, Russell. Oh, that's nice.
That's upbound. It's down in Algonac. It should be up here in about 4 hours.
Okay. Well done then.
The Viking Octanus.
Yep. It's back.
It's back. Yep. There's a few people standing up here. There's a few people on the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of people out front. There's a person in their suite window.
Okay. Just got to remember now to. Where's that, Paul?
It just went through Algonac, headed
Oh.
north. So it's about 4.5 hours, I think, or less.
Yeah. You should time it, Paul. Get exactly, then you know, because they all run pretty well the same speed all the time. Write it down.
Right now, it's doing 10.1 knots.
Yeah, that's about average. Look at that. It's got 3 bow thrusters on the front.
Yep.
The zeros with the X in the middle. They're all bow thrusters. Hey, Chuck.
Hey,
Hey, Mr. Chuck.
All right, Chuck.
trying out my new Motorola Razr Plus.
Oh,
A what? A Moto Razr Plus?
Motorola Razr Plus. It's called the 40 Ultra in the European Union, I guess.
Hmm.
Hot off the press. No more Samsung. Yay!
Yay.
Freaking hate Samsung. I didn't realize how much I hated it until I owned one.
Mm-hmm.
I was always a Motorola guy, though, so I'm back to Motorola.
Mm.
back in the old days, you're showing your age there, Chuck.
Yep.
Well, I mean, all my Android phones were Motorola's, except
Yeah.
for before this one. I had a little hiatus with the last two. I had a Pixel 6 Pro that I despised, and then I tried the Samsung Flip 4 and I hated it. And now I'm back.
It's a pretty ship, though, isn't it?
Yep.
Well,
It's a big ass boat right there.
Hi, Justin.
That's the Viking Octanus.
How many rooms are contained in that thing, Paul?
I don't know. You can
Lots.
look it up, but Viking,
I'd say it's a shitload.
it's got a bunch.
Did you say a shipload?
No, I did a shitload.
Shitload.
I know it'd be
I
funny if I
remember-
did say shitload, but
Yeah.
an
I remember
official
when Lori
measurement
and I
here.
used to go to St. Thomas, Virgin Islands a lot, and they'd port up, and man, they're like floating hotels. They're just incredible.
Yeah, they're beautiful inside too.
Up, Edward, Russell, Tim, Joyce.
I just can't imagine how they have enough lifeboats. So
Tim, I tried to get Sean over there on Geek Savannah to call you out, but he wouldn't do it.
I thought he was doing a live stream earlier. But
He was.
I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't watch. I was at work. It sucked.
Yeah, there was a couple people in the chat asking if you were in there.
No, there weren't.
Yeah, there was. Andrew and I think Tomas asked if you were there.
And it sucks. I can't because it's like I'm in the office. I just can't do it. Whoa.
Yeah, it was too early for me.
Too
Just
early
woke
for
up.
you?
Yeah,
Since when, Dom? Since when is something too early for you, brother?
yeah, everything's, yeah, things, there are things that are too early for me.
What time is it there right now?
Just past 7.
7
past-
a.m. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that would have meant, I think he went live at about 5 a.m.
Just after 5 p.m. where I am right now, Eastern time.
Yeah, he went live a couple hours ago.
Yeah, I think he does about 3, right? 3 o'clock.
Yeah, because he does it his time because
Which is 8
obviously.
o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock
Yeah.
UK.
All right.
8 UK means 5 a.m. mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing it around his evening schedule, not the US's. But if you
Yeah.
look at majority of his followers anyway, at least in the chat, they're all in the UK anyway. So
Yeah,
He has a big following over in England and Scotland and stuff.
yeah, so I mean, it makes sense that he would cater to them more. I mean, anyway, I mean,
Sure. Well,
That's
that's
right.
a lot of the stuff Sean talks about is I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
he gets
UK.
into the US stuff, but yeah, he gets really heavy into the rules and regulations for drone pilots
in the UK, yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
which is great.
Edward says, Paul Hodges, he's about an hour south of west of me. And he said it's raining extremely hard.
Okay, yeah.
I'm in between it all right now. It looks like the front is like sweeping up like out of the southwest, heading northeast. That's what it looks like anyway. Well, it's rotating. So I mean, wherever this huge front is, like
Right.
rotating. But that's what I
Hey,
see. I
Marie.
see it swiping across diagonally.
Marie S. is in the chat.
Murray.
I don't think I
Paul
quite.
Hodges is making dinner, I take it?
Don't
I
know.
think so, yeah.
So what'd you have for dinner? Justin, not yet, or?
No, I'm waiting for Sarah to get home. We're making steaks and baked potatoes for dinner.
Ah,
Yummy.
Captain Joe, welcome.
I was gonna start dinner, but she told me to wait till she got home, so. I got the steaks marinating in the refrigerator at the moment.
Now, what do you marinate them in?
Oh, when it comes to steaks, dude, I'm really basic. I just do salt, pepper, and some Worcestershire. That's it.
Okay.
I don't do nothing
Problem?
crazy.
I
with it.
Yeah. I keep it simple too, Justin. I just rub them with a Montreal steak.
Yeah, I don't go overboard
A
with
little bit of
stuff like
olive oil and a little bit of olive oil and just rub in the Montreal steak seasoning. Then
Now, I will do
on the
olive
grill
oil
they
if I'm
go.
searing them. If I'm searing them, but I'm pretty much just cooking them in the oven tonight because I don't have
Yeah. That's,
charcoal or
well, I
anything.
always throw them on the grill. I throw them on the grill and sear the crap out of them. So
Paul, you got your grill going, don't you?
Yep, just out there, just turned sausages over.
nice.
Paul's having sausages.
Man, that stuff starts a hell of a fire when all the grease starts squeezing out of them. Freaking light up nice.
Paul got all of his aerials done today, which amazed me because of the
Weather, I just
Weather.
went up between raindrops.
right
Where the
between.
clear spot came, I sat and waited. And, okay, now we can go. So,
Some little weird camera icon on my phone. I don't know my face. I don't know what that means.
What's up, Joe? Chuck froze.
Did I freeze?
Oh, you look like you did. Maybe you
Oh,
unfroze.
it's into the traffic light. Yeah, I just.
Oh, you were very still then. I didn't see nothing
was,
moving
I was.
around you.
I drove over a branch. I heard a thunk, and I was hoping I didn't puncture a tire, but tire pressure is holding, so I guess I'm okay. I don't know what that. Oh, there's video call. Weird. Phone is
Whatever
video
happened
call.
to Relentless? I ain't seen her around in a minute.
I'll show you a catch I did today. Just after I picked my aunt up from the doctor's office. It's actually doing pretty good right now.
Oh, fuck. This guy go to the Helen Keller School of Parking or what?
Screen share. Here we go. Can you see that?
oh yeah. Did
Waiting.
you get that? Yeah.
Oh yeah, check it out.
Oh.
Look at the people up on the mast.
Oh yeah. People up top.
That's a female up there because she was screaming.
Subject track. Nice. Paul, is there a way to orbit like a tall ship like that? We could like lock in on spotlight and orbit around it and stuff.
Yeah, I
No.
think there probably is, but I just do everything manually because I was in a hurry.
I just think
I
that
don't know
that
if you
particular
look
boat.
onto it with a moving object. I suppose. I know you can track.
I'd love
but I
to
don't know
try
if
it. That'd
you
be a
can
great
orbit
experiment.
at the same time.
Love to see how it worked out because it looks like that'd be a really cool way to like film a ship. Because like a tall ship, you could lock in on the sails there and like really like track it pretty awesome.
All right.
Maybe hooked around it.
But you know what I would be afraid of is Paul would lock onto the ship, not ever using those, and the freak out, and the fucking drone would just follow the ship out into the ocean.
Yeah, he's doing. This
He'd
is
be like,
good.
"How do you shut this off?"
No, it's buttery anyway. It's nice and smooth. It looks great. Like what I'm watching looks really good.
And if you notice, when you get lengthwise of the ship, you can see that it's kind of rocking a little bit.
Ships a rocking, don't come a knocking.
Yeah.
He's coming down now. The other guy that was below her, he's coming down.
There was another guy.
Yeah, see him right here?
Hey, he was all the way at the
He's
top.
climbing down. He was sitting up here on, I think on this.
Oh, I can't see them on my phone.
Probably got a little catwalk or something up there they can stand on.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yep, so I caught that this afternoon. Or this morning, late this morning.
There we go. Go. I'm already happier with this phone than the other one. Hopefully the honeymoon period doesn't end this time.
Like Sarah's on her way home.
Good.
Good.
I'm waiting for Lori to come out.
$95 degrees. It feels like 99 right now. 44% humidity.
You
Ugh.
guys are we're humid here, but it's only 82. But I think it's probably equally humid.
Working hot as hell, I'll tell you that.
It's raining on both sides of me. It's wild. I'm like in the hole.
55 here.
There's nothing going
Five.
on. As far as storms go, there ain't nothing going on. Little tiny one over the very bottom by Miami, but that's about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, we have some crap coming through. I heard the smoke was drifting back down from Canada over like
Hey,
part
Paul.
of New York.
Yep, that's Marine City camera, right?
Yep.
Wow, that's a nice shot right there.
Yeah.
The Love Boat.
Yeah.
That bow shot's impressive. I like this. So is everybody waiting for an Air 3? Is that what all the hoopla is about recently?
Not me.
No, I don't have the money.
I don't
Me
care anymore.
either.
I think there's that solves that problem.
Yeah, they're like incrementally improved now. It's not like you pay all that money and you're not really getting much more performance.
Well, they don't
with-
have the wow factor they used to.
No, and that's part of the problem with drone videos. They don't have the wow factor either because there's
But
nobody
at the
that's
same time, if I was purchasing one, I am going from a Mini 2, so I would see a bit of a difference.
I just don't care anymore.
I
Oh
don't know.
man.
I can't. I'm still gonna sound cliche because everything I'm flying is current, and that's not really right. You can't really judge me until the next great thing comes out, and I still just say nope, don't need it.
Yeah.
Then it's proof. Right now, I'm just blowing smoke up everybody's collective butts.
I haven't heard of too many people buying the Inspire 3.
Well, nobody ever buys the expensive stuff. I mean, look at,
My auto shop owner is well, he was with the police department last week and he saw one flown. He said, Chuck, the way he described it, guys, it was clearly the Inspire 3 because the sheriff's department just picked one up.
Yeah.
And I don't know which lens they had on it, but they could see license plates from 200 feet up, like read license plates and stuff. It has the infrared, badass.
Yeah.
Badass. I mean, that's what it's for.
They got
Stuff like
deep
that.
they got deep pockets, you know.
Well, yeah, they'll write enough tickets. They paid for it.
Yeah.
Cool drone though. Inspire
Paul
3.
still got his
40 grand.
Inspire 1, right?
Yep. Still got her.
You haven't flown it in a while, have you?
No, I haven't.
Big drone.
Well, it definitely is an impressive drone. You put that in the air and people look.
Oh yeah.
Well, sounds like a helicopter. They're freaking loud.
Hmm.
Big.
well,
Big, powerful.
nobody buys the expensive drones in the majority of the community. Well, at least of the YouTube community that we know. I mean,
Yeah, I would say Mavic 3 is pretty spendy, but Well, there's the first example of me holding back. I didn't jump on a Mavic 3 Pro. I saw no reason for it. Still see no reason for it.
Mhm.
Mavic 3 Pro is stupid. I said it.
Well, if you have a Cine, buying any of the other ones is just a downgrade at that point.
Well, you have the Micro Four Thirds sensor. That's all you need, man. Said it a million times. I'll say it a million more. Best camera ever.
God, you guys are getting northeast is getting slammed with storms right now.
Mm.
I know we're in a hole. I'm actually driving in a hole right now, where it's just like,
That's why, eh?
Yeah. Hey, Paul, do you know that tonight is the big Detroit annual fireworks display, right?
What is it?
Yep.
isn't it early?
What's up, David, Wayne?
100,000 fireworks off of 3 barges.
Oh,
That's pretty
shit.
expensive. Those shows are super expensive.
Well, it used to be Hudson's, and then Ford picked it up.
Why don't they do a drone show, or do they do drones too?
No, well, they haven't in the past. Who knows what's going to happen this year.
I thought drone shows were far more environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
There's about environmentally friendly. The
But they don't have
fireworks
the big
awesome.
boom. They don't
Yeah,
have the big boom.
exactly.
I know. The big boom is what makes it all freaking great.
Yeah, I
Sure.
saw that, Sarah. I know you're on your way home.
Cannot deny that pyrotechnics and booms are always good.
Yeah, and the smell of sulfur. Yeah,
And the yeah,
Hey,
the
get
smell
you
of
Gumi.
sulfur.
How you doing?
nothing like smell of sulfur.
So what do
I
they
knew you were
celebrate-
going with that one in the morning or
what do they
whatever.
celebrate quiet with the fireworks? It's kind of weird on a Monday night.
Yeah, it's tonight.
What's up, Edward? Gitchy, what's up?
Did you?
Yeah, there's nothing better though, going to a fireworks show and the big bangs and the thunder and roar of them. What's up, Bill? How's it going, man?
Bill?
Hey, Bill,
Yeah, I had to go and get refills on Mia's medication today.
All right, let me check my email real quick.
$430 worth.
yeah, I gotta go to the drugstore because I got no drugs for tomorrow. Damn it. I didn't remember.
Yeah, all right. I will keep an eye out for it. Thank you, Christy.
You ever notice the smallest pills, Paul, cost the most?
Probably.
Mm. Yeah.
Fireworks tonight on the Detroit River.
Yep. Yeah, if you go look at like last year's, there's quite a display they do.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it with the kids when they get back from camp and see if they fit them, if they don't fit me.
Later. Go lay down, guys.
What's up, David?
How's AZ doing tonight?
Oh, hey, G made it in, did he?
Yeah.
Long lost David?
Edward, are you behind in the stream? Slide forward, slide forward. I think you're behind.
You know what I've noticed is what I have the Zoom meeting over top of the other one. And when I go back to the other one, to the regular stream, I'm always like 5 or 10 minutes behind. I got to slide it forward.
Hey, then a lot of times you'll go for, you won't realize that you're behind neither. But when you're answering people on the panel and stuff they're saying, if you're paying attention, you'll notice it after a while because nobody will be responding to what you're saying.
Yep. Mark White's in here and I didn't see him on the previous, but
Yeah, you can buy all the big ones down here, Bill. They don't sell them in my county, but they let you shoot them off. They just don't sell them. But you can go like into Orlando or Tampa and buy them there. In my county, they just sell all the bullshit fireworks, like the little poppers, and little smoke bombs, stuff like that. They don't really sell none of the good stuff. What's stupid though is these firework stands will set up in front of Walmart, right? Walmart will let them rent out part of their parking lot.
Yeah.
Set up a tent. But you'll find the same stuff that they have in there in Walmart for half the price.
Yeah.
Like you'll go in there and you'll find a pack that, you know, it's got 100 different little fireworks in it. And it'll be like $50 and you'll go in Walmart and find it for like $29.
I don't know, Bill, do you have an Indian reserve
stuff
out there?
Walmart doesn't have, but-
It's all good stuff there.
there it is at Marine City, Paul.
Yeah, I know, I'm watching it right now.
Stream Time Live, Marine City.
Did that come by you today?
That's coming up.
It's coming.
It's about, I'm guessing about 2.5, 3 hours away. Because it's still got to go through St. Clair. Then up past Stag Island Light, and then that's about 25 or 30 minutes to get to the Black River, and then the Black River. Once it gets on that curve on the Black River, then I can kind of see it.
Oh yeah, here you can buy like 3-inch, 4-inch shells. You can get the big stuff if you want, Bill. Not all states allow it. And it's sometimes not the states, it goes county by county. Cause like in Southern California, a county I lived in didn't allow it, but LA County, you could shoot them off. Oh my God, go to LA during 4th of July. Woo, the amount of fireworks being shot up during 4th of July and New Year's is insane. I mean, the entire city will just be so smoky, and that's all you smell, sulfur everywhere. It's insanely crazy during those times.
Sick.
I mean, you could probably get them up there, Bill. Like you said, somebody could probably bring them up there, but if you get caught shooting them off, right? I'm assuming you'd get in trouble. Like if you were actually able to smuggle some in there, I'm
Mm.
assuming you'd get in trouble if you got caught shooting them off, right?
I got a reserve only about 15 minutes from here. I go there. They get some pretty good stuff out there. But not like you guys in the US have.
Oh yeah, Pennsylvania is like one of the
Good.
places that sells a lot of fireworks. I think they have a couple firework factories in Pennsylvania. So like you can't buy them in my county, but they don't give a shit if you shoot them off because they don't even respond if you do. During 4th of July, New Year's, people shoot them off for 2-3 days straight and they don't say anything to anybody. But like in Southern California and San Bernardino County, you shoot them babies off, man, you best believe the fire department's gonna be showing up about 10 minutes later, ready to ticket you for having them. Because honestly, I don't even know if they're illegal in my county. I think they kind of just look the other way during the holidays.
Yeah.
But I'm only like, what, maybe 3/4 of a mile from Legoland, and they
Mm.
do fireworks shows all the time, and we hear them like, I mean, you can literally, you'll hear them from inside the house, no problem. You can walk outside and see them too if you look for them. Like we're right down the street from Legoland. We're not far from it. Well, obviously they don't have a problem where Hodges lives because he's always hearing fireworks.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go to the trailer Friday night because neighbors next door down there putting on a big show on Friday night, so Tracy scared the hell out of her, so I'm going to not go down.
What are they doing a show for?
Just having a party, a bunch of friends.
Uh,
Well, gee, it's Canada Day weekend coming up.
we can't have toy firecrackers, but they will sell us air bangers with the big M80s inside. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
They're banned here.
An Anacrime. Yeah, they don't do them every day here, Joe, but during there is like a couple months out of the year where they do them every night. But sometimes they go weeks so and you won't hear no fireworks, and then all of a sudden it's an every night thing. But what's cool is where Legoland's at, they're right on the edge of one of the big lakes here. And you can actually pull it, they have part of it buoyed off. But you can pull your boat right outside the buoys and sit there and watch the fireworks from your boat. And you're literally like 10 or 20 feet from the barge where they shoot them off from. Oh yeah, M80s are like considered like what, like a small tiny piece of actual dynamite capacity. I can't remember what size it is, but I'll tell you what will start a crazy fire. Take a bunch of the you know, the little sparklers, the little
Mhm.
sticks you light on fire that just do the, yeah, take about 1,000 of those and wrap them together, and you will get the biggest, brightest flame you've ever seen in your life. Because there's actually thermite in those, small amounts of
Yep.
thermite. So if you put a bunch of them together, oh yeah, you can melt right
Yeah,
through
you're
some
gonna
shit.
say some serious shit, I tell you.
Yeah, you will. We did that over at my old boss's house. Was it last 4th of July or the 4th of July before last? He had a bunch of the big ones that were like this, and they were about that thick. And we took like, I think like 300 or 400 of them, and we duct taped them together and stuck them in a pipe in the middle of the yard and lit them, and it just
Yeah.
melted the pipe and everything, and it just scored the whole part of his grass. There was just a big old round burnt part in the grass.
Anybody heard from Dave or Laura?
Boy,
Huh?
No. Not yet. Mm.
oh, me and my cousin got in trouble when we were like 13 for sticking them in a neighbor's mailbox. This old German dude that lived down the street from my cousin is mean as shit, dude. This dude was so mean. This old guy. And like you'd just be walking down the street on the sidewalk, he'd come out and start screaming at you for walking in front of his house on the sidewalk. Like you wouldn't even stop or anything. He'd just be walking and he'd come out. He just hated kids. And we got in trouble because we stuck two M80s in his mailbox and fucked his mailbox up. He called the cops on us.
Did you get whooped?
Oh yeah, and then my uncle had to go down there and replace his mailbox because it messed the door all, bent the front of the front door all off on it.
Oh, you hungry, are you now? Oh, you want some food? Guess I gotta go feed the mouse. Where's the other one?
Yeah, got yourself, Bill. Self-owned.
Oh yeah, we got in trouble with the fire department probably 2 or 3 times over the course of the years for shooting fireworks off. The bad part was 2 of the times my dad was the fire chief. Oh, he was so pissed when he showed up.
Yeah, it's somebody that was gonna help me with my washing machine situation. And I haven't heard back from him, so I don't know. He seemed to think that he could get the parts to fix it.
What's up,
Come
Tim?
here, come here, Tupper, come here. Guess you don't want supper.
What's that?
I don't know, Gracie wants her supper, huh?
Getting finicky, huh?
She plays games.
She just walked behind you.
Oh, look who's here. Oh, you want it now? Oh,
What's
she's eating.
She wants your attention. That's what she wants.
Oh, you're funny, Bill. That is true though. Sarah just walked in. He said, look at the
Mhm.
fear in Justin's face. He must be talking to the boss. Oh, I'll definitely let you know. I will definitely let you know if when it arrives. Christy, I'll shoot you an email. What's up, Dan? Tim, you end up
Hi,
getting
Dan.
another job today or what? That reminds me, I need to. Okay, that video is done.
Peter, go.
So I can delete these ones. Delete, delete, delete.
Yeah, I went downtown, I guess what the deal is, Paul, is I just don't have the patience I used to have,
Yeah, yeah.
I go downtown and I see a bunch of old gray heads just like me. And they're down there and they're not taking care of business. They're more or less rubbernecking and stopping in the middle of intersections. And
Oh, yeah.
it's like they shouldn't be driving.
Oh, there's some people shouldn't be, yeah.
Yeah, welcome to my world in Florida half the year.
Yeah, you got a lot of gray heads down there.
They fucking decide they're gonna pull out on a 4-lane highway at 2 miles an hour. Oh, let me creep out here. Fucking
Oh,
traffic's moving at 60.
across the road.
Yeah, traffic's moving at 60 miles an hour and they want to do 10 miles an hour out in the road.
Yeah.
Or they sit there and they wait for a car to come from a mile and a half before, instead of making the turn and getting out on the road. They'll have like 15 opportunities to get out on the road and they just let every one of them go by. And then you sit
Yeah.
there stuck behind them for 20 minutes.
Well, it's like, okay, I went down to the city building to pay my utility bill. And they have an outside, you can walk in, but you got to walk in around the lobby and through the lobby and everything. And I just don't do that well doing that. So I pull up and I'm the third car in line, right? Well, supposedly the third car in line. There's an old guy in a car ahead of me. He's leaving two car lengths ahead of him. And so he's sticking way out into the road. And so I pull right up behind him and he gives me a dirty look in the mirror and, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, I get those all the freaking time down here. Oop, that's not it. I need a.
Yeah, Dan's got a way to take care of it. He throws drywall screws in front of the cars.
One way to do it.
It just, I don't think it's going to get any better either. I happened to catch a little bit of it. I try not to watch the news. Lynn says don't watch the news, but I caught a little bit of the local news. University of Michigan is changing all of their buses over to electric. And they interviewed some of the students that are going to the University of Michigan. This is great. It's going to save the environment. We're going to be so much healthier and blah, blah, blah. And we need to get rid of all gas and oil and everything. And I was like, oh my God. That's what those liberal teachers in colleges are teaching these kids.
I can't stand the colleges these days. We used to sharpen the end jacks and throw them
Ends of
up.
tax.
Yeah, the what was it? The Jackson Marbles? Was that it?
Yeah. Lynn says that the difference between me and somebody that's 90, that's just exactly what I said. I don't know. If I get that bad again, it's like, man, somebody take my keys away, but I don't plan on being here that long, Murray. So Marie, what did you think of my sailboat video? Did you like that?
Oh, the FAA sucks, Dan. Yeah, that actually made a comeback, Tim, when I was in middle school. The jacks with the rubber balls.
I'll be right back. I gotta run to the drugstore before they close.
Okay, Paul.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was the same time yo-yos made a comeback. That was really big in or middle school. The yo-yos with the little ball bearings in them.
Yeah.
Man, those things would spin for days.
Oh, Gitchigumi said, is a bill making its way through, I don't know whether it's Congress or through local. If you feel threatened or harassed by someone, that person can go to jail for 5 years.
Where?
I don't know. Is that Michigan, Gitchigumi, or is that nationwide? Well, Michigan has gone way woke. We've got one of the most way woke governors they've ever had in the state of Michigan.
Well, they
Mm.
would have to, that would be they'd have to be able to prove that. I mean,
Okay, Marie. Marie's off to go catch the Viking Octanus, I would imagine, upbound.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Justin.
oh, I was gonna say they would have to be able to prove that though. I mean, and those type of laws tend to get shot down anyway, because if they end up being some conflicting with the Constitution, they'll end up getting knocked down.
Yeah, well, that's one of the problems we have, Gitchigumi, with our current legislators and the governor we have. Don't get me started, Gitchigumi, but I went to pay. I got
Alright.
notice in the mail that I got
There
a
we go.
birthday. I got
There
a
we go
birthday
again.
coming up, and so I have to buy new tags for my truck. And so it says on the thing, you can do this online, really easy. So I went online, and it wasn't as easy as they said, but that's okay. Then I got to the end and I hit, okay, pay it. They doubled it. They charged me for 2 years of tags, not 1 year for tags. And there was no place on there to say 2 years or 1 year.
Mm.
And you try and call anybody at the Secretary of State's office. I made one call to an 800 number, and I got some solicitor that the state had hired that was trying to sign me up and give me a $100 gift certificate, just because they wanted all my information.
It was a voucher, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. But I had to give them all my information, and I said, no way. Well, I can't help you. I says, well, let me talk to somebody at the Secretary of State. Oh, well, we can't connect you there. You can email them, and maybe she says, maybe they will contact you back. That's how the state's really being run here in Michigan. Anyway, that's enough of my rant.
Mm.
Justin and Dominic heard it earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I looked it up, remember, and it said they switched you guys to 2-year
Yep,
registration.
Gitchy, I never heard anything about it. In fact, the form I got from the state of Michigan in the mail says you can either mail your check in for, I think it was like $180, or you can go online and do it right away. So I went online to do it right away, and instead of $180, they charged me $160 or $260 plus $25 fee for filing online.
Yeah, get you. I actually looked it up this morning when Paul was complaining about that, and apparently back in October of last year, your state went to 2-year registrations now instead of 1 year.
Yeah, and they passed the legislation like last fall, right?
It was in
Justin?
October of 2022 is what it said.
And so here they're sending out information for you to fill out, official information for you to how to renew your license plate tabs and registration. Nowhere does it says a two-way registration. Nowhere does it give you the option. It just when I put in there my information, and then I says go ahead and pay it. It didn't pay the 180. It paid 280. 380.
Plus
Hmm.
your yearly fee for them doing that
Yep.
went from $10 to $20 per
The
year.
$20. Yep.
So that's another $40 on top of that
Right.
instead of $20.
Yeah, get you. It's going to hell.
Meanwhile, I pay $64 for 2 years in Florida with no, they don't check the vehicle. They don't do anything. Bro, I could take that thing in with a bad catalytic converter. I could take it off and just straight pipe that bitch and they wouldn't care.
Yeah, Tim, I'll tell you exactly how much it was. They charged me.
Him said that would have been over 360 for him.
Yeah, closer to 900 here.
Yeah, 300 and I hope I wrote it down.
Like if you're a car person, Florida is the state to come to.
Hmm.
Like if you're like heavy into cars, like, you know, Dan is into bikes and stuff like that, Florida is the state to come to because there is like no regulations down here on vehicles. You can do whatever the hell you want.
355.61. 350.
Okay. That's about half of what we pay for 12 months.
That's why I laugh when I see these guys on YouTube that are big car guys in California, and I'm like, why do you live there? Like, if you're that heavily invested in that hobby
Hmm.
of building, like, you know, really badass race cars and stuff, why even live there? Like, move somewhere else because the amount of regulations in California on vehicles is insane.
Yeah, don't you in California you have to go get your car inspected once a year too, don't you?
Yeah, you have to get it smogged and inspected, and yeah, it's a whole to do. If there's one stupid little thing wrong with the car, they'll fail it.
Yeah.
Like I said, here you could take your whole damn exhaust off, just straight pipe it. That thing would be
Hmm.
loud as hell, just going down the road. They don't give a shit.
Oh yeah,
Hmm,
that's
right.
the other thing. Gitchigumi says that Whitmer, our governor, female governor, that she's just a makeup bag. But anyway,
Yeah.
she's one pushing to get legislation through that we have to pay a tax per mile driven, even though you're going to pay gas tax. Now you're going to
Yeah.
have a driven mile tax.
Sounds like here.
Governor Whitmore. That was from Independence Day.
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Governor
Well,
Whitmore.
This Whitmore is Dependence Day.
Yeah.
They're dependent on how much money they can suck out of the population.
Sounds like here.
Which is funny because your state makes so much money off of marijuana tax. You
Yeah.
don't really need it. Like that's pretty crazy though.
Edward wanted to know what the tax in Michigan was, or the interest rates. The insurance rates in Michigan are I think are some of the highest, but I don't think the highest. But what you don't know is because the government's gotten involved, you don't know how
Oh, that's
much
nothing.
of your insurance is insurance and how much of it is state taxes on top of the insurance.
Hmm.
Just wanted to raise your gas tax by 49 cents a gallon. Jesus.
No, that's nothing.
Yep,
That's a huge jump in price.
yep.
That's nothing. That's amateur hour down here.
And
Our
yet
gas
she-
tax is at 49 cents a litre.
Oh, fuck that.
And she parades herself
Well,
around as how she wants to take care of the average person on the street. No, she doesn't. She's a grifter.
Yep. And as I said, we have a lot of them here.
So I'm glad I don't have to pay, we don't have to pay state taxes out of our checks down here. Our state tax is relatively low as far as taxes go, like what you just pay on goods and stuff. 'Cause it's like around 7%. It's not that much. Yeah, because you'll tell people down here, and like you'll see people from New York come down here and they're like, this job's only paying me $16 an hour. I was making 22, 24 up in New York. I'm like, yeah, but if you adjust the cost of living and inflation prices, I was like, you're making the same amount.
Yep.
It's like, it's not like you're not going to come down here and make that amount if the cost of living and you're not paying state taxes or anything. Yeah, people at McDonald's make $22 an hour up in New York, but it also costs you $10,000 a month for a freaking 1-bedroom apartment. Ridiculous amounts. They had that in Michigan at one time. It's just a big scam. I don't know, Tim. I mean, if you're gonna be off tonight, I will. But last night I just didn't have the energy. That migraine really fucking drained me yesterday. Why, are you gonna be off early today, Tim, or what? I was surprised you didn't go live last night, Dominic.
No, I didn't.
I was actually gonna
I was
jump on
on-
with you if you went on to cover for what's his name for Wedge.
Yeah, it was just too hard because it was 10 a.m. If it was later in the day, like an Uncle Bill or even Lloyd. Actually, Lloyd's 10 o'clock, so yeah. No, it was just too hard yesterday morning to get on. I already knew he wasn't going on, so that's why.
Well, just let me know, Tim, either way. Oh yeah, Edward, there's so many people moving to Florida, it's crazy. My city is growing so quickly. I'm really just waiting for the skyline to start popping up downtown. I'm waiting for some to where it starts looking like Orlando or Tampa here pretty soon. Another couple years and we're gonna be the size of Orlando. Like Sarah, this is where Sarah grew up, and man, she's just blown away by the change in the last 10 years here. How much it's grown. We were driving down the road the other day and she goes, 15 years ago, none of this was here. Just all empty fields, and now every empty field, there's something being built.
Hmm.
Oh, for sure, Edward. It's good. It's definitely getting high down here, but not nearly as bad as New York. What really gets me is Nestle is pumping millions of gallons of water for free, costs the company 200 a year.
Mhm.
Promised jobs, one job was added. That was like almost 45 minutes after you told me you were on your way home. And it was already 11:30 at night. So
Mhm.
he messaged me at 11:30 and was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be home in about a half hour. If you want to go live." I was like, "All right," but I was already laying in bed and I fell asleep. Next morning, I checked my message. He messaged me about 45 minutes after that. It was like, "I'm home," but I had already felt passed out in the bed sleeping. I didn't get the message till the next morning.
Well, Lloyd is going live, so
Yeah, he goes live at 8, right?
yeah. I think it's 7 his time because I think he's mountain. So it works out at
If
10
he's mountain,
a.m. my
if he's
time.
mountain, then that's 2 hours difference from Eastern.
Okay, central then.
Okay, central, that makes
'Cause I
sense.
think well,
It's 8 my time. Then.
yeah, it's 8. Well, just to make it easier, we'll just use all times in Eastern. That's how I calculate everything as
8
Eastern.
o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah.
That's the way a lot of people do, even if they're on the West Coast and they're doing a live show. They always post the Eastern time because it's the easiest for everybody to.
Yeah, easiest for me to calculate because it's 10 o'clock my time, which is just over 2 hours. It's 8 a.m. here.
Well, I mean, be honest with you, Edward and Gitchy. I mean, people buy their bottled water, and Nestle owns, I
know.
think, like what something ridiculous, like 80% of the bottled water industry. Nestle owns like 80% of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of brands that are under Nestle's name, but the thing is they all come from like the same like 6 wells, I
Okay.
think.
The camera's on auto.
Yeah, I know. But say boat no, that's a new one for me.
This is up in St. Clair.
Oh, okay. So how far is that away from you now?
It's about an hour.
Okay.
So that camera's going to continue to pan.
Hmm. Hmm.
Here, I'll show you where it is, Dominic.
Okay. Oh,
Here's
there,
what-
I can see it.
Here's where I am. There's the Blue Water Bridges right there,
Yeah, so that blue one down at the bottom.
right down there. He's still doing 10 knots. So he's about 25 to 35 minutes up to here, and this is called the one of the cut buoys right here.
Yeah.
And then it's about another 35 minutes up here to the Black River. Right here,
Yep.
and then up to the Blue Water Bridges and out into the lake.
Okay. So it's about an hour and a half.
I'd say about an hour.
So when do you get ready to go out and chase it?
But when it gets to be about right here in the river.
Okay.
So by the time I get down there, it gets in this area because right there it's 1 kilometer from there to there.
Okay.
So So by the time I drive down, because where I am
Yeah.
is I'm right up over here. See this big green patch? That's the schoolyard behind my house.
Okay. Okay. So that's, and how long does it take you to drive?
Oh, 5 minutes.
Oh, that's good then.
See, here's my house right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then what I do is come out on Stone Street.
Yep.
I go down Stone.
Yeah.
To Elmwood. Go Elmwood
Yep.
over here to the river.
Yep.
Then I go down south and I try and park in the parking lot right here.
Okay.
Right here. That's my favorite parking place right there.
Great. Yeah. I don't think it's that close, Tim.
What Tim say?
Fly the drone from your driveway.
I have flown from here,
Oh, he
Out
can. It's not
there.
that far.
but the problem I have is like in most cities, there's a lot of trees, a lot of obstructions. So if I went high enough, I could do it, but in order to get down low, you can't.
Yeah, because you're gonna use a lot of energy by
Yeah.
the time you get there. So you want to get up close. That's why.
Yeah, because you're only like a mile from there, aren't you, Paul?
Yeah, about a mile and a half from that location.
Oh, yeah. You could probably easily do that with the Air 2S. I've gone
3
out.
kilometers.
I've gone out 2 miles with the Air 2 without any issues. Plenty of times. And I only had OcuSync too.
Yeah, but you're going to use a lot of energy just getting there.
Well, I guess it depends on the wind and stuff.
Mm.
But I mean,
Rather
as
than
like,
going-
as if Paul was to time it correctly, though, I mean, as much time as he spends around that ship, I think he'd have enough battery to get there and back.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it's a battery issue. I think it's more or less
Do like Uncle Bill and get up on the roof.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
He just gets up
Go
on his
droofing.
roof.
I kind of wish I'd have hung on to my Hanafi thermal, but I didn't. Here's the thermal
Mm.
down by the water.
Would have been. That's great.
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's the non-thermal, there's the thermal.
Mm.
non-thermal, thermal.
Mm.
You can see the heat.
Mm.
I'm standing right here next to this guy's car.
Hmm.
It was cold out.
You can see.
Non-thermal, thermal.
Mm.
Where did Hodges go?
I don't
He had
know.
to go to the drugstore.
Oh,
I'm standing right here next to this
Oh.
guy.
All right, Dry.
It
Howdy.
was cold out.
That's all right.
So what drone were you looking at?
Oh, that was the Nafi thermal.
Oh, okay.
That was old technology, but it was kind of neat to have, you know?
Hmm.
yeah, Nafi's still impressive by today's standards.
Mm.
Yeah, he had to go to the drugstore.
I think they were a little ahead of their time.
All right, Dry.
Howdy.
That's all
Oh,
right.
someone's got an echo.
There's Justin.
Can't be me. I
Yeah.
got headphones on.
Can't defend yourself. We can't see you.
I'm finishing up my steaks in the kitchen.
He's being master chef tonight.
Mm.
He's got steaks in the oven.
I got 4 steaks in the oven. Nobody's even freaking home.
Why'd you cook 4 steaks?
Well, because Sarah and Aubrey were going to eat, but then now Aubrey's running 103 fever, so Sarah took her to the emergency room.
And so he's got dinner cooked.
Sarah's mom hadn't gotten back. So
So like they always say, it's like you bit off more than you can chew.
apparently, that just means 4 steaks for me.
Yeah, okay.
Those are 4 nice ones too, big old New York strips.
Good point, Edward.
Yeah, it gets me out of the house, that's for sure. But the weather's supposed to turn here shortly. And so I'm thinking it's starting to get dark out to the west. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the Octanus or not.
You guys got some storms coming in, Paul?
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
Well, Tim, if he was actually eating, it wouldn't be so bad. But when you just inhale your food, that's not really appealing to watch.
Him talking crap again.
Always, since you don't want to get on here and show your face. How was the Geeks Vana show?
It's too early for me to watch.
Well,
So I'll
Justin
go
was
back
in
and watch
there.
it on replay.
Justin
Do
was in there.
Do what?
Geeks
Geeks Vana show. What were you talking about?
Oh, he was talking about he was joining some kind of police department, like advocacy group to where he gets to like make recommendations or something.
Well, that's good.
So
Was that overall or just on drones?
no, it's for drones. And he said that so whatever recommendations they make, they can't be held liable as well because the police department can tweak it their own way, I guess.
Yeah, well, it goes through a vetted process, so it may not be word for word what they say, but it could be some variation of
I just was trying to get him to see if he could get rid of some parking tickets for some people.
it. Now you sound like people used to try to call me.
I mean, to be honest, I don't like I go over there and watch his show, but it's usually just talking crap to him in the chat like he does to me on my show.
Mhm.
Because I mean, most of what he talks about usually doesn't pertain to me anyway, because
Mhm.
90% of his content, of course, we all knows about the UK. So unless you're just, overall just interested in drone talk like that. Because I noticed the majority of his viewers, about 80% of them are all UK people.
Yeah,
I don't see too many people from our normal groups that we see in the chats over there. Just a few.
exactly.
Well, he had a big following for a while, and then he started focusing basically on the drone rules and regulations in the UK. That's when his audience kind of switched over.
There's what it's looking like here 15 minutes ago,
Oh,
and see how it's rotating.
mm-hmm.
It's going to hit
It is.
me at about 6:30. 7 o'clock, the attack tennis should be just about up in this area.
Ooh. I hope it doesn't rain.
That is rain.
That's rain.
That is rain.
So it breaks up at about 9 o'clock, but that's 3 hours from now, and that's no way.
You
it's
got a
gonna
little
gone.
gap there, and then you got another light one with some heavy cells coming out of the over by Flint. It breaks up. Interesting.
I did kind of notice, Trey, it seems like whenever they talked about the US stuff, they kind of got some hate from a lot of people over here too about it. Seemed like. I know
Well,
XJet
I
does.
don't know. Like I can say, I remember when he first started out and everything. So he built his audience up, and now he's got a nice strong following.
Oh yeah, he always has at least 100 and so people in his chat.
Yeah,
Isn't bad at all.
and I think it's mainly because the information he brings good information and stuff. He ain't trying to be a goofball about it. He brings actual good facts and detailed information about drones themselves, or especially about the rules, which is everybody's going through a big rule.
But you
transformation right
ever notice, Dre, he talks really fast. It's like, oh, whoa. I like him a lot, but he talks a little bit too fast. He gets excited, I think.
He does his homework, I'll tell you that. 'cause
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I can say he does his homework. I can say he's very, very knowledgeable, and like I say, he's into the details of what's going on over there.
Hey,
Which you
Ray.
need people like that.
Dwayne,
Yes, sir.
I am not going to adhere to remote ID. That's it. I'm not doing it.
Yes,
Well,
we're all gonna
you,
rebel.
Mr. Hodges, I think you have earned the right, sir.
Yeah, since I'm Canadian, it's not here yet.
Yeah.
Won't be here for a good 5 years,
Yeah.
even though they are discussing it.
Well, I do give it to him because he tends to find a lot of content to talk about.
Mm,
Yeah.
Like, cause you would never really, I don't know, it seems like a lot of the shows over here kind of just regurgitate a lot of the same stuff, but it seems like every week
yeah,
he's got something brand new that he hadn't talked about yet.
Well, like you say, he does his homework,
Oh yeah,
and
for sure.
he brings on some very interesting guests that most folks wouldn't think of.
mm.
He's
I've
had
been
guys
trying
from
Yeah,
the police on the
Graham,
show, and other
his sidekick
people.
Graham's pretty good, and Matt Williams is another really good one. Those
I-
two are really, really informative.
I've been trying to get him to get Tim Jackson on there, but as much love as he shows Tim in my chat all the time, I figured he'd be a good guest for him.
Oh, okay, guys, I've got to head out. So,
Oh, Dominic's heading out.
yeah,
Yeah,
Take
we'll see
care,
Okay,
what-
Dominic, thanks for coming in, buddy.
yeah, no worries.
Okay.
See you
You
soon.
gotta head over to Johnny's show.
Well, yeah, I've got to do.
No,
I've
Ray,
got to,
I said Ray Kelly.
yeah, because I'll put that on in the background while I get ready, and then
Okay.
I'll be on with Lloyd, the grumpy blogger. But I've got to
Oh, Lloyd's
get a
come back
few
on
things
today?
out of the way before that happens. So
Okay.
Okay.
see you
Take care.
soon.
Take care of business, Dominic.
Oh well, bye bye.
Bye-bye. Boy, he visits more channels than anybody I know.
I say he's the Ed McMahon of drone shows.
He gets around, that's for sure.
Yeah, he does.
I found a new picture about Trudeau there, Paul.
Yeah, Justin Trudeau, what it,
No kidding.
well, how did we get to a point where we get these idiots that are running our government? That's what I don't understand.
I think it is, Paul, is that we live in a 24/7 news cycle nowadays, and a lot of times we get it unfiltered. So we don't miss nothing anymore.
Well, and
Nothing
besides that, there's a certain, I attribute it mostly to younger people, right?
Mhm.
If they see something on the news, oh, it must be real. It must be
Yeah.
true.
Well, that too. Yeah, certain level of that. But I was thinking that, you know, in our era growing up, all the things that the Kennedys did, we didn't hear about it
No,
till decades later.
that
All
was
the things
private,
that
yeah.
the things that Johnson did, Nixon did,
Yeah.
until Watergate was kind of blew up, almost Watergate wasn't even, I say it wasn't even real time, but it was more timely than anything else that has
Right.
happened in the past and stuff. Now it's like as soon as something happens, boom, 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 it's out there. And it's like everybody's like, what?
Well, you know, Dre, there's almost so much news too that sometimes you miss big things.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
there's sometimes there might be a school shooting or something. You don't even hear about it because there's
it's not as big as what the
30,000.
other thing is.
Yeah, there's like 30,000 other news stories that hit the news that day, and you just happen to miss it.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
I mean-
the submarine implosion just pretty much captured all the news for 2 days.
Right. You had that, and then you had this thing over the weekend with the Russian thing,
Yep.
and then like I say, anything else that might have happened, you might have missed it. But like I say, just everything happens, and everybody's all these pundits we have. It used to be you had an anchor at each station who gave you the actual just news. This is what we reported. This is what we know. That was it. You didn't have Manny, Mo, and Jack over on the next table decide, well, we need to analyze this and go back and review and all this guy. I said, dude, none of you guys are there. None of you guys are really experts on nothing. It's just all your opinions.
Yep.
But people start taking them opinions and thinking it's facts and that's the way it is and that's what's going to happen. And it's like,
Well, it used to seem like the news used to be against the government. Now it seems like they play along with whatever the government wants.
well, like I say, that's when you talk about how the news 24/7 cycle is more about ratings than it is news. I remember the news, you didn't hardly have commercials.
You're right, Gitchy. You're right.
Like I said, the news came on, it's like you would beg for a commercial to come on. It's like Walter Cronkite had a whole hour. Maybe
yeah.
have maybe two commercials.
Well, who was the radio guy that was on every day at noon nationwide? Paul Harvey, wasn't it?
Yeah, Paul Harvey.
Now you know the rest of the story.
Yep, Paul Harvey. Yeah. But like
That
I
was
say,
back. That was back when you used to listen to AM radio in the car.
I still got AM radio in my work truck. I just don't spend much time in my work truck like I used to. I used to listen to I used to have Rush Limbaugh. The local people early in the morning, Rush Limbaugh would come on
Was that
about
NPR?
2 or 3 hours, and then it would be Dennis Prager, and then there was some other guy, David Medvedev, and the Larry Elder in the afternoons.
I'll tell you, you'll find some weird radio stations on AM these days. Very conspiracy theory type radio stations.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark says he was a journalist. Yeah, Paul Harvey.
Yeah. Like I said, nowadays you got all these extra folks on here and former this person. Oh, this is former director of this and that. And this guy was a clerk over here and he used to hear all this and that. And you got this person where it's like, folks don't know jack.
Yeah, they call them what, correspondent analysts or some shit like
No,
that.
they just call it what they actually are. This is our CNN contributor, Fox News contributor. That's what they give them down. They're actually just contributors. And all they got to contribute to the nonsense.
Mhm.
And all they talk about, well, it used to be blah, 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 this or that. I'm like, dude, you ain't saying a whole lot of nothing.
Well, they'll tell you what you want to hear, whichever side pays the most money.
Well, that's the whole thing. I just want to hear the facts. That's it. Just give me the facts. I'll put together the story in my head. Just give me the facts. Give me the details. I don't want to hear what you think it is. They might well put me on the show.
That's why I said back in the day, you used to have real investigative journalists who would
Mhm.
actually go out and try to find the truth. And now it seems like they just go with whatever political side they're leaning with. They'll give you one side of whatever variation they want to give you.
Yeah.
Even if it goes against what they believe in,
And just thinking that a lot of this all started back when I was in high school, when they took the hostages in Iran.
Oh, on the
Ted
plane?
Ted Koppel. They took the hostages at the embassy in Iran, and Ted Koppel used to be on at 11 o'clock at night every night. Ted Koppel, they'd be on there talking about the Iran crisis, hostage crisis. And dude, that was my senior year of high school. And all they kept talking about, they talked about everything about the draft starting up again, all these different things. And I'm like, dude, I'm about to graduate high school and I gotta go sign up for the draft.
Uh,
There's all this kind of crazy nonsense.
Who was the host? What was it? NPR? Was that an old radio? Show?
Are you talking about the other guy? He used to have a show. He used to smoke a lot. I forgot his name, but Tom, was it Tom something? He used to have a show associated with PBS, and then after I guess what was it, about a decade ago, somebody turned on him and say he was a complete asshole, and how he used to bully the women and stuff on his set.
Oh yeah. These days, you get accused of anything, it's that you're done.
Mm-hmm.
I had to pitch some peanuts and pump out. My little furry buddies are looking for peanuts. Now, do you have birds or squirrels that you feed down there at all, Dre?
Where, my house?
Yeah.
Oh, he keeps them the hell out of his yard.
Yeah, especially the backyard. You're not messing up my artificial turf.
They come right up and knock on my window.
Hey,
Like, hey.
Dre's been dealing with his neighbors because they got pellet holes all in their siding and everything. Dre chasing
My wife is not wildlife friendly either. She gets all freaked out.
She's not wildlife friendly, huh?
Mm-mm. And it cracks me up because she's talking about, oh, we should get a camper and go out and go driving and go out. And I was like, you don't want to go out there. You want to go
No,
glamping.
that's out in the wild.
Yeah, she wants to go glamping though. She wants to be able to have this big old super large motorhome and never step out of it. She wants the wildlife from the window.
Oh, that's funny.
There's a lot of people like that.
Yeah, because I really had to put her on the spot when I made those two planners for a couple of years ago for Mother's Day, and she was getting all paranoid because we started getting raccoons coming in the yard, and she was terrified. I'm not going out there. I might run into a raccoon or a possum or something. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
JD said same people don't feed destructive pests, Murray.
My squirrels are not destructive. They're family.
And they tear up his neighbor's lawns, burying all those peanuts he's giving them. Because you even said they were doing that. That's why your
Oh, yeah.
neighbors were getting mad at you.
Well, my neighbors are getting used to it. They know that I'm not gonna stop.
If I had squirrels come up my yard, stuff, my wife would call them Terminex.
Well, the ones that bother me are skunks.
Yeah, but the problem is you feed one and they all come. That's the
Well,
problem.
one day I looked out there and there was a doe, a good sized doe out there eating from my bird feeder in the city.
Well, my wife be panicking, trying to call 911. Can I get animal control?
Oh, that's what I was telling that freaking squirrel. I don't know if you heard that story, Dre, but a couple months ago, a squirrel was running on my back fence,
Mhm.
had a full piece of pizza in his mouth. And Bo ran out there and scared him, and he hauled ass down the fence, dropped it, and Bo ate the pizza before I could get to him. I don't know where the hell this squirrel got this pizza from, but he had a full piece of pizza and was trying to
Oh,
drag
wow.
it down the fence.
Mm-hmm.
Bo likes to chase the squirrels down the fence line, and when he saw the
Right.
squirrel, he ran at it.
The squirrel
Squirrel
must have thought, "Oh boy, we're gonna eat good tonight."
That squirrel tried to take off hauling ass with that full slice of pizza. It dropped it right in the yard, and Bo ended up eating it.
Welching.ca's on.
Oh, I see they're down at where the Titanic is. They got that one submersible. They said it's going down for the fourth time because they're going to start bringing up parts of the wreckage. This thing is a heavy lift one or something.
Yeah, it's one of the ones that was actually rated for that depth.
But no, this is unmanned, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still rated to go that deep, though.
Oh yeah, yeah. This one's been going since 2016. They've been successfully identifying objects of interest as directed by onboard personnel, but the company says ROV's ability to lift heavy objects continues to be utilized.
Oh, look how dark it is out there.
Oh yeah, yeah. What is it? It's only 6:30. Should be still bright light out, Paul.
I know it.
Hey, Joe's got a good recipe for squirrel stew, Murray, if you'd like it.
No, that's all right. I know a lot of people here are hunters and they like to go out deer hunt and everything else. I'm happy with just ground beef that I get at the supermarket, you know. My favorite dish in the world is a nice big meatloaf.
Yeah, well, most people are happy with going to the store. Most hunters these days only hunt to hunt. They don't do it because they need to. They do it
Well,
because
I
they
don't know.
want to.
Paul likes to get that meat, that deer meat.
Yeah, but he doesn't necessarily have to, though. That's what I'm saying. Most people do it because of a sport more than anything and not a necessity.
I do it for the meat, but my last couple deer I've had have been roadkills.
Well, Justin, I'm a pretty good sports. I go down the grocery line and I sport that cart around and hit the butcher shop, throw a
Down the
couple of
grocery line.
steaks in there and hit the chops, maybe a slab of ribs, and I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dre's got the scope at the entrance of the grocery store looking down there.
Yeah. I stopped and talked to the butcher. I said, "Give me a heavy seasoning. I didn't want to see the meat. I want to see there was seasoning on it. I'm grilling that one."
Hey, Paul, see that Viking just about Marysville. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's moving.
the weather may not cooperate with you.
I'm going to attempt to go down there, but who knows? I might get an open weather, or I may not.
In between or something, maybe.
Yeah.
What do you figure? What time?
From where it is right now, I would say it's like 20-25 minutes
20,
to
25
the
minutes?
Black River.
So about 7:30, right?
Yep.
Not looking
Oh, yeah.
good, Paul. Look at this. The dark is right here, right now.
Yep.
It's 30, right
But
there.
it's not raining yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's just dark cloud. When you get the yellow bands in there, that's when
Yeah.
you get those cloud bursts.
Well, we'll see. You might get lucky.
The yellow bands and the red ones is just extreme.
Did y'all see this shit right here? JD's short. Now, this is his light fixture. Look at that.
You got a spider in it?
Oh no, it's time to. I told him it's time to burn the house down.
That's not a light fixture, is it?
Yeah, it is.
No, it
Yeah,
looks
but
like
it's
that
got
looks like a globe.
See?
Oh, it is a light
Yeah.
fixture.
Yeah, it's got a spider in it. Ain't no big deal.
That's a big ass spider, though.
A good spider's a dead spider.
Well, you know what? That's a perfect thing for him to have because the name of his channel is Hanging with JD.
The last one that I saw run up my wall, it didn't have time to even want to bite me because I punched it right into the wall.
This is that property, Paul. This
That's
is
the
one,
property you flew today.
next one here, like it's two 1 acre lots, right?
Mhm.
So I did today, so.
So they're selling off the farmland, huh?
Yeah, yeah. He tried to sell this before though. I kind of wonder how much they want for it, right? So, but yeah, but these two pieces of land right here. I'd put
They
a
got
sign,
access. They got road access.
huh?
It's got road access.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's got road access.
That's always important. It's hard to get rid of landlocked stuff.
Well, it's got two 911 numbers, so the property's already been separated, right?
Mhm.
So
Oh, they did.
they two different-
I forgot the term for that. They do separate properties like that.
Here, what they get rid of, Mark? Uh-oh. Oh, that's one thing I don't miss is the amount of damn flies in the desert. We have flies here, but they're not as bad as Southern California. Man, you open your damn door for 2 seconds, there's 1,000 of them in your house.
Mhm.
Well, there's nothing coming down, Paul. So the Actanis is clear to go up.
What?
There's nothing coming downbound.
No.
JD said I had 3 flies flying around with that spider in the house. Guess he was lazy. Okay. Just let me know what happens there.
Here we go. There's the Actanis right there. And that is
Joe, you're gonna make me start tearing up my damn house right now.
2,
Or knock it
4,
off.
6, 8 kilometers till it gets to the Black River, and that's where it makes a turn up. And it's
Watch the-
doing 10.3 knots.
Watch decide to turn around right before it gets to Murray's. Oh, we forgot something. No, I ain't afraid of spiders like that. I just don't like spiders. I see one, I'll kill it. I don't give a crap what kind of spider it is. I used to have tarantulas back in the day and I picked them up, but
You're Wayne B said.
What's that?
yeah, that's
Justin
all.
cries for help from Sarah when he sees a spider.
No, I used to have big ass tarantulas back in the day. I had 2 of them and I actually would pick them up
You
and
had
hold them.
pet tarantulas?
Yeah, and I'd pick them up and hold them. I just don't like some of those little spiders, man. They're just creepy looking.
Creepy crawlies. Yep.
Like, Dre, in your area, do you have the sun spiders, what they call the vinegaroons? The ones that kind of look like, they kind of look like a scorpion, but they don't have the tail. I hate those damn things. We had them out in the desert where I lived at. Oh, those things were creepy as shit. They look just like a freaking scorpion, but they don't have the tail of the scorpion.
Really?
And everybody called them vinegaroons, but I think they're called sun spiders. Let me see if I can find their hairy little bastards too. Let me find a picture of them.
Well, it's not raining yet.
Yeah, these little ugly bastards right here. Dre, have you ever seen these before in your area?
No, dude.
They had these really bad in the desert area where I lived at. And oh my God, I hated these things. You go get in you go to get in the shower and one of them would just pop out of the damn shower curtain.
Oh,
And they were
dang.
about twice the size of a scorpion.
Oh, dude, that's when you start washing up in the sink.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Yeah, I hated those things, dude. We used to get them every once in a while in the house.
He said, I'm not going in there. So when you get in the shower curtain, you start shaking the shower curtain first.
I used to do that every time. For years, even
Wow.
when I moved out of Southern California, I had the habit of doing that. I would actually
Wow.
grab the shower curtain and shake it
Yeah.
because we would get those every couple months. You'd get one in the shower curtain in the bathroom.
Yeah,
And
because you kind of like on the defense when you butt naked in the shower and you wet. You ain't on the offense. You ain't on the offense on that end.
well, and the thing, and they're about this big. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
they're
just saying. I said, dude, you try to swing at, you slip, fall, bump your head like that. You kind of like, oh man, you got me.
the worst thing is whenever you would find one in your bedroom and it would disappear behind your bed or something.
Oh no, we ain't
Dude,
sleeping there. My wife be like, I'm going downstairs.
dude, you'd be tearing
Sleeping on the couch.
you couldn't go to sleep until you found that son of a bitch. You'd be
Mhm.
up till like 3 a.m. ripping your bedroom apart trying to find it.
Yeah, my wife be like, yeah, I'm sleeping downstairs on the couch.
That's like those ones that they have in Australia that Matt told me. He tells me one night we were off live talking about it, and he goes, dude, that spider ran up my wall and I could hear it, and it was pitch black in my room.
Dude, that's not good. That's
And
like that's alien type stuff, dude.
he flipped on it. He said I could hear this thing running up my wall. He goes, I flipped the light on, and he goes, that son of a bitch was like this big up on my wall.
Mm-mm.
I said, oh hell no.
Dude, like I said, that's like alien, dude.
That was
Movies.
Matthew. That was
Yeah,
Matt.
talking about,
Yeah,
talking
Matt,
about Mitch.
Northeast.
I mean, talking about Matt. Yeah.
Yeah, in Australia, yeah. He was said we were on a off live talking one night. It was me, him, and might have been Sean and Tim or Ari or somebody. It was a few of us. And Matt was telling us about how he was sitting in his room, pitch black, ready to go to bed, and he could hear tapping on the wall. And he could hear tapping going up the wall, and he turns on his light, and there's a spider like that big on his wall.
Great big one.
One of those ones that shadow boxes with you when you roll up on it. Gets up on its hind legs, starts throwing its fists at you.
Mhm. So Joe America's talking about, and when he was 29 Palms, I remember 29 Palms, like everybody had a little terrarium full of scorpions and tarantulas in there. I said, I'm glad I don't live in the barracks.
Joe just said a small plant spider came out from under my keyboard. He must have heard you listening to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Mark, the Replicators. What show was that from? That was Stargate, wasn't it? Replicators. Oh yeah, Kelsey, my oldest daughter, she is terrified of spiders.
Doesn't like them at all.
Oh god, dude, if she sees a spider, she will scream and run, and she'll come get me. She'll be like, "Go get the spider." I'll go in her room, and it'll be like this little tiny little spider up in the corner of the room. I mean, the smallest little thing, but she will freak the hell out.
Freak out.
I just turn the cats loose on bugs, man. My youngest daughter's cat, the big huge one, he's
Oh, they'll catch the bugs.
dude, he's like a 15-pound tomcat. This cat is freaking huge, and he doesn't like anything that moves.
Wow.
If he even senses, like every once in a while you'll get those big water bugs will get in the house,
Mm-hmm.
and they look like huge cockroaches, but they're water bugs.
Yeah.
And every once in a while you'll have one that will run under it might run under the couch or something. And if I can't find it, I'll put him on it, and he'll see it, and then we'll try to find it, and he'll spend all night looking for that thing. And then by morning time, he'll have it in the middle of the floor dead. Yeah, he's all over it. Yeah, Stargate, I knew that's what I was from. I remember binge watching that whole series. That was a good show.
Well, what do you guys think? You want to stay on or you want to shut her down?
I'm gonna go upstairs for a little bit, also. I'm gonna do a little work in the layout.
Dre, you and Justin want to stay on?
No, I'll be heading home in about 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go find a movie or something to watch.
Okay, Justin. All right, everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again tomorrow.
All right, I'll see you later.
Yeah, bye for now.
Yep. See you guys.
Thanks, Ray.